Dijiste que no ibas a volver a pisar Texas.
Ya sé que os coge por sorpresa.
De ti ya no me sorprende nada. Su último trabajo fue hace más de 17 años. Es muchísimo tiempo sin trabajar.
He trabajado casi todos los días de los últimos 17 años. He vuelto con mi mujer la semana pasada.
Voy a llamar a la poli.
¡No,
10,
joder!
9,
¿En serio?
8.
Well, the way that I see it, the 2016 U.S. presidential election, for me, came as close to a reality television show that I ever had seen before. Yeah, and our characters are watching coverage of this election in the same way that they would watch a reality show. And so I'm sort of likening it to that, and that's how I'm sort of blending it. I'm not trying to be, very direct about any perhaps comparison between Mikey and a very well-known political figure. However, I think it's more about an indictment of just politics in general, and we're sort of, again, likening U.S. national politics to sexual politics and politics between individuals.
¿Por qué has vuelto, Mr. Hollywood?
¡Mikey! ¡Bienvenido, tío!
Colega, ahora estoy que lo peto a todos los niveles posibles. En aguante físico, tengo la mente despierta, me tomo oxitriptán para aumentar mi serotonina.
It wasn't a lot of talking about it. It was sort of a last-minute thing for me. He was in pre-production on the movie in Texas. I came on at the last minute. He had me look at some footage of people that are in the world of adult film and sort of looking at their archetype. And after watching some video that he showed me, after about 10 minutes, I was like, I get it. And then I just went with my instinct, and I didn't have a lot of time to do any deep character study or anything like that. I just used my imagination and went with my gut and let him steer the ship. And it just kind of happened. We didn't really discuss too much of that.
I did say he's a man-child. I think Simon just picked that up, and Simon has amazing acting instincts. So really just grabbed onto the character. I saw that he was nailing it in the rehearsals. So it made me feel like, okay, we're good. I can just rely on him to deliver this very complex character.
And I'm a man-child in real life.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Todo el mundo me llama Strawberry.
Aquí eres como una extraterrestre.
No me vaciles.
¿En serio?
¿Dónde estabas?
En un pueblecito muy pintoresco que se llama ¿A ti qué coño te importa?
Espero que te lo pasaras de puta madre.
This is, it's true that the last maybe 5 films that I've made, including this one, are focused on communities or microcosms or cultures that I'm not a part of. So my approach to that is I always think about how I would want to be represented and treated by a filmmaker if somebody documented, or not documented, but just, represented me on screen. And I just look for, respect and responsibility, and that's essentially what I do. It's about spending time. That's a major thing. I'm not just in and out. I'm learning. I'm working with locals and people in these communities to consult with, to make sure that we are nailing the authenticity, and again, just doing it in the most respectful and responsible way, and humanizing. That's very important, to humanize these characters, flesh them out, so they're not caricatures.
¡No me das miedo! ¡Me suda la... ¿De qué coño vas? Me ha dado en plan traidor. Estoy en mucha mejor forma que ese tío.
I mean, first of all, they really opened their doors to us and let us in, and were so sweet. And, it's actually a big lesson because, I live in New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and we call them the flyover states back home, where you just sort of, that's middle America. But then when you go there, you actually find that there's some of the sweetest people, and you put politics and religion, all these things aside, that you sort of have these preconceived notions. And these are the really sweet, amazing people. And then, some of the people he hired in the movie might be people in real life I might not be hanging out with. And by the end, you form bonds with them, and they're your friends. And it's like a very good lesson in that we're kind of all the same, and for me, that's what it was, to go into an area that I would never really just go hang out in, but I love these people. They were amazing.
Yeah, very much so. And I think that, some of our actors even became semi-consultants, helping us with just making sure that that representation was correct, that all the, the bringing the local slang in. Some of our actors actually worked at the refineries at one point. Brittany Rodriguez, who plays June, was working at a refinery at one point. So she brought all of that knowledge from her life experience.
¡Dale una hostia!
Eres persona non grata.
¡Bye, bye, bye!
La vida es dulce, Sophie. La vida es dulce.